So, I was inspired by this woman I know. Her name is Kitty. She works here at the local Mariano's. To start recording again. I love speaking. It's a gift that I've been blessed with, and I want to keep sharing my journey. Writing, obviously, is something that I do a lot. If you follow me on Facebook, this is day one of trying microdosing of psilocybin. I took 0.15 and I took 0.25 of Xanax. I've been taking benzodiazepines. I was on Klonopin since November of 2023. And brief synopsis, if anyone's new to following me or my journey, I've been experiencing for the last 3 years intense suicidal ideation. I've had this awareness that it's a transformation and it's all of these shadow content coming up. It's unprocessed emotions coming up. And originally I was diagnosed as bipolar, major depressive disorder, anxiety disorder, all of these things. And I don't believe in these labels. I ultimately think that, I was suffering from complex PTSD from being an extremely sensitive soul that didn't have people around me that were able to co-regulate or contain my big emotions. And I might talk more about that in another video, but I wanted to just start with this one, which is day one of my journey, my more focused journey on really healing the roots of addiction, because I've been addicted to my cell phone, pornography, Xanax, painkillers, but the last two haven't been really big addictions, but the phone and pornography have been big addictions. And I spent a lot of my life hiding in shame and in my room watching porn. I'm feeling like a 5-year-old, and these last 3 years has been, I'm going to use the word God. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. God calling me to integrate these, this hole inside of me, this fear, this grief, this rage, all these unallowed parts of myself, so that I can come back to wholeness and love and be who I'm meant to be on this earth, and take my place as part of this symphony that we're creating together. And I know that a huge part, I've been crying so much today. This is gonna be messy, and that's part of my growth. Is I've been so afraid to be messy, man. To feel, but I feel so deeply. I know that a large part of my journey is has to do with addiction. People that are diagnosed like mental illness, even though I don't necessarily agree with that term, and understanding suicidal ideation and suicide. And I've cursed this path at times because it's brought me to my knees every moment. I mean, today has probably been the hardest and also most beautiful day of my life. I've cried tears of just like love, like grief. I can feel my heart just shattering open, and wearing this free hug shirt and connecting to a couple employees here that I know, and another woman, and we talked about addiction and her sisters in rehab, and just like feeling so connected, and driving past this anti-Trump rally. And anyways, I just want to start fucking sharing more, man, because there's so much inside of me. There's so much love. There's so much passion. There's so much everything. Rage, grief, love, everything, sexuality, everything that I've been conditioned wasn't allowed or was too much. And I believe that the root of suicidal ideation, at least for me, is that all of these feelings want to come up because they want to be expressed. But I haven't felt safe to feel them in my body. And so my system is saying, you can't feel these, otherwise you're going to die. And so my journey has been about allowing myself to feel these deeper feelings, like today, the grief, man, and just like the passion and the aliveness of like, I want to fucking be here and I want to make a fucking difference. And beyond all of that, like, I just want to be here. Like, I don't want to run from life anymore, because I've gotten to the point on my journey with addiction that running from life doesn't feel good. It used to provide this this sense of escapist relief, you know? Like temporarily everything would quiet down. I would take a pill or I would watch porn, and there'd be this like post high from the dopamine, and I would feel safe and secure. And I'm grateful that I never got into heroin, although I've prayed for it at times, because I've heard that that feels like safety and love, and that's what I'm learning to give myself, that I never felt. Safety and containment, and I'll probably talk about that as well. The things that I've learned and am learning out loud as I save my fucking life. But I'll probably title this something like day one. You know, this is day one of, I can't go back. I can't. Hiding and avoiding just doesn't work anymore. It's like as soon as I do that, which is a form of self-abandonment, there's this inner child inside of me that starts screaming, and it's like, why are you abandoning me? I can't take this, and if you're gonna abandon me, I want to die. So that, I think, is the root of the suicidal ideation. It's like, if you're gonna abandon me, then fuck this shit. I'm alone out here. I'm a 5-year-old child with no father, and I'm deeply learning to heal the father wound, and it's brought me to the brink. Even in this exact moment, heart blasted open, it's like my system is so raw. So I'm learning, like, how do I wean off of substances but not too much at once? And maybe I'm doing too much right now. Maybe I need to take a lower dose of the mushrooms. Maybe I need to be in nature more. I'm gonna learn about diet. It's all new, and so it's fucking uncomfortable, but I have to do this. Like, it's non-negotiable. It's either do this. There's 3 options. Commit suicide. Number 2 is seek out stronger substances like heroin and like go down a really dark path of addiction and avoidance and temporary soothing of pain. Or 3 is to face it knowing that it will hurt like a motherfucker, psychologically, emotionally, and somatically, but it's not permanent, and it will make me stronger, and I will actually find what I'm seeking, which is a deeper connection to myself and to life. And it feels like walking into death every moment. It's like I'm so fucking alive, and I almost feel like this 5-year-old with no parent, and I'm learning to be the parent on the fly. But there's this deep knowing that it's possible, even when it feels impossible, and even when it feels like I've been dropped into a boxing ring against Mike Tyson, and God is like, okay, you got to figure out how to beat him, and you're not allowed to leave the ring until you figure it out. And I keep trying to leave the ring with like addiction or numbing or running away, and he's like, you can't do that anymore. And so the only choice is to lean in and face it and know that it won't kill me even when it feels like it will. And for me, it's a very somatic experience. Like, there's so much tension in my neck and shoulders right now. So that's what I'm learning, is like, how do I move energy and integrate this energy? But I wanted to share all that for this video, and just be seen, be heard. And I'm sure there are people that will resonate with this shit. I feel like the addiction model in our world needs to be revamped, to not focus on the substance itself of like, oh, you're addicted to alcohol or you're addicted to pills. It's like, no, but what's the core wound beneath that? It's not about the addiction. I don't believe addiction is a disease. The disease is the trauma in the lineage that person is still trying to avoid. If grandpa started drinking and the grandson starts drinking, it's not that he's susceptible to drinking, he's susceptible to that form of anesthesia to soothe the unprocessed whatever, rage, grief, abandonment, whatever the wound is, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna start posting more videos. I don't know what they're gonna look like. I don't know how frequently I'll put them up for now. I just know that I have to fucking speak. There's so much inside of me that wants to get out, and if I don't speak, I'll explode. I feel like I'm detoxing. I feel like today I'm fucking dying, like physically too. A lot of times it's just emotional, but today I'm like fucking sweating. I have a headache. I'm nauseous, and I want to like lay down and relax, but there's also this part of me that's like, no, you have to just kind of show up and just let this process play out, and good luck, knowing that ultimately it's in the interest of more love. And I want to keep remembering that. And one of my sources of solace has been listening to Christian music, not because I'm a Christian per se, but because the passion and the love and the devotion in these songs hits me at the core of my being, and I just cry and cry and cry. All right, I'll leave it there. I notice I want to have some like witty sign off, like, you stay classy, San Diego. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. What was the woman's sign off? She said, thanks for stopping by, San Diego. Stay, yeah, I don't have anything. Maybe I'll just sit with that for a while. If I had a message, it would be to talk to a stranger. Let go of the word stranger. There are no strangers. Don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger, San Diego. Peace.